Today we're talking about playing together as a band.
Hey everyone, so I'm talking about playing together as a band today within the recording context and the amazing things that can happen as a result of that. Now, it's often something that's skipped by as an impossibility these days, where people assume that everything has to be recorded separately and gridded to a specific tempo and so on. But there are ways of still making a modern sounding record that stands up to the scrutiny of the modern ear, but still has the excitement of a live performance or one of those older records that were done live. And it's a technique that's been used for decades, and that is putting a band in together but giving them a metronome to play to, a click track. So that's what I did yesterday, working with UK ska band Broken Three Ways, and here's a little tour of the live room of the studio I was working in, and I'll take you around. And as you can see from the footage, each of these guys has got a hearback system where they can choose the mix they receive. They've got access to the click track, and they can all see each other as part of a kind of a communal experience in terms of playing together. So the excitement is still there, but the accuracy of playing to a click track is still there. Here's the footage.
So I'm going to take you on a little walk around so we can see a recording session with UK ska punk outfit Broken Three Ways and see the positions that they're playing in together. Okay, so we walk in the studio and we have got the drum kit. For those who are interested, I'm using the Recorderman technique for overheads, sub kick with a 57 inside the kick, and all sorts of normal stuff. Beat a 57 on the snare and on the bottom, 41s on the toms, 57 on the top snare, KM84 on the hats. Anyway, the point being that the drummer can see the guitarist, this is his little zone. We've got Tiny Terror, Orange Amp, and a Black Star HT100 head. Over here we have where the keyboards are set up. We've got Keyboard World, bass, guitar. In this ISO cab we've got a big Ampeg, so he can play, stand out here, crack the door open, hear himself. No one in the stone room, and then we've got the horns and vocals and some people in the background. Yeah, just 87s on the horns. We had a euphonium in here a little while ago. So with that little window here involved, everyone can see each other and they can all play to a click, but they can all play as if they're playing together to get that vibe.
It's time for Russ's Picks. So what have I been watching and listening to this week? Well, I've been watching Woodworking for Mere Mortals. That's a YouTube channel that I've subscribed to for a number of years now. And I think it's important, if you work in the recording industry, to have some ability in terms of handiness, as it were, because the benefits of being able to construct your own apparatus, or everything from shelving to microphone stands to guitar hangers, everything like that. You know, you might need to lift a combo amp off the floor. Well, if you had some basic woodworking or metalworking skills, you can create a custom system for lifting that amp off the floor, just like a stand or whatever. So yeah, Woodworking for Mere Mortals, definitely worth checking out. I'll probably be talking more about woodworking and metalwork and all that kind of thing at a later point in another video, but the link is in the description below. Podcast wise, I've been listening to Recording Studio Rockstars with Lidge Shaw. Again, I'll put the link in the description. Lidge is a US-based producer who works on this really interesting project every year where a hay bale studio is constructed at a festival. Find out more about that by following the link below. And yeah, get listening to Recording Studio Rockstars. Back to the main show now. So, you've seen the kind of layout for tracking most of the record, and as I say, most of it was tracked live like that. We did a couple of guitar and horn overdubs just to thicken things up, but everything that was played live has been left in. Obviously, there's the odd edit here and there just to tidy up notes that shouldn't be there or notes that were slightly off, but for the majority, the excitement, leaving some of that leeway in, is what creates that excitement within the record. Now, to take things one step further, we decided, again, like with the last record, to do all the vocals as a group, which is a fantastic thing. You'd be surprised about how little spillage you get in this kind of situation. Here's some footage. Yeah, so it's quite amazing, but what it does is it really gets a band like Broken Three Ways excited about recording and makes the experience much more able to convey the live show excitement into a record. And that's what it's all about with this kind of music, really. You know, we don't want a sterile, stale, overproduced electronic sounding version of the band. We want the rawness of the band. So if you're working with a band that you think could benefit from that, well, there's lots of ways of going about getting them to all play together. And to be fair, spillage is not necessarily your enemy. The amount of spill between instruments is surprisingly low, and absolute wonders can come from putting multiple musicians in a room together. After all, that's what they really enjoy doing. That's how they enjoy making music. So go away, enjoy, have a play, get some people together, get them to record together, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.